This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Join us this Thursday at 6 p.m. for I'm Listening. It's the annual broadcast that really focuses on mental health. And man, we're bringing the biggest names in music and sports together as they will be giving you their insights about mental health. We want to destigmatize this. Mental health is as important as any help you can do in your life. And look, I think we can all agree during the last year and a half how mental health is something that's really like, okay, let's check this out. Let's get this done.
Why, what happened?
Oh, yeah, you know, just like this
Brad just gave me like the look like, are you effing kidding me?
Come on. And some really cool people you're going to hear from. Obviously, Wolfgang Van Halen. You know he recently lost his dad. You know that can really impact your mental health, and so it'll be great to get his comments. Zach Williams, who's the son of Robin Williams, also, he lost his dad to a mental health issue. So it is great to hear from voices like this so that you can realize that you are not alone. Lots of people, lots of luminaries speaking out about this. I'm Listening Thursday night. You can hear it right here, 6 p.m. on KISW, as well as on the Odyssey app. If you want the info, just visit imlistening.org.
Let's play B-Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. B-Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to be Migs, and it's Tuesday, so let's turn down for turtles.
Ride the turtle.
Please buy those turtle shirts, people, so we can stop this insanity.
Available at the Rock Shop right now.
I like turtles.
I like turtles too.
Okay.
Let's get to our contestant. We got JR in Auburn. JR, are you there?
I am here.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. Bye. For those playing at home, JR will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. JR, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Here we go.
How many different shapes of 4 connected blocks are there in Tetris?
3.
No.
4.
No.
5.
No. Alicia Keys had the 2012 hit song titled Girl on What?
Fire.
Yes. In 1869, in which state was the Transcontinental Railroad completed?
Pass.
How many Super Bowl rings does Aaron Rodgers have?
2.
No.
1.
Yes. Which comedic actor was the star in 2008's Yes Man?
Jim Carrey.
Yes. Which fruit is the basis for guacamole?
Avocado.
Yes. Which author is well known for his book Cujo?
Pass.
What's the name of the kidnapped woman in the video game Donkey Kong?
Peach.
No.
Pass.
The band Oasis was fronted by the Gallagher brothers, Noah and who?
Jonas.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4 correct.
Oh, well, not the greatest performance, JR, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, maybe some of those are a little bit older for his age there, and sometimes that can get you.
Yeah, you want to talk about older? I think that's one thing to do. Because I just shot JR.
Oh,
hey.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Good night, everybody.
But it was only a dream. That was
Oh, right.
a Dallas relate, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh,
How about that, huh?
How about that, J.R. Ewing?
Yeah, I did it. I did that. I related it.
Yeah, we'll blame you on that one. Steve, are you ready?
I'd like to give a quick shout out because we got a text message from our buddy Red the Chicken Man, a.k.a. Rucky the Seawolf.
Nice.
I never see those two in the same room. He said, hey, Miggs, can you dedicate your Beat Miggs victory?
Oh.
To the forever rock girl and best wife, Erica. Today is her birthday, and we're headed to the beach in Westport for the day. Of course, we love Erica.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Hell yeah, happy
awesome
birthday.
too. Nice trip to Westport, yeah.
Well, you better win now, Steve.
And Red will be happy to hear that I was rocking my Seattle Seawolves t-shirt last night when I went to the Kraken tryouts, and you'll be able to maybe see it on Root Sports when I'm being interviewed.
Wow, look at
It's
you.
one of my favorite shirts, my good luck charm.
Well,
To myself.
now are you ready?
Yes, now I'm ready.
Oh, yeah!
How many different shapes of 4 connected blocks are there in Tetris?
4.
No.
Different shapes of 4 5?
No.
6?
No.
2?
No. Alicia Keys had the 2012 hit song titled Girl on What?
Fire!
Yes. In 1869, in which state was the Transcontinental Railroad completed?
I'm going to go New Mexico.
No.
Alaska?
No.
California.
No. How many Super Bowl rings does Aaron Rodgers have?
He has 1.
Yes. Which comedic actor was the star in 2008's Yes Man?
Jim Carrey.
Yes.
A fun movie.
Which fruit is the basis for guacamole?
Avocado.
Yes.
Or as and Lil Tatum says, Cado?
Which author is well known for his book Cujo?
Stephen King.
Yes. What's the name of the kidnapped woman in the video game Donkey Kong?
Mary?
No.
Zelda?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Luigi?
No. The band Oasis was fronted by the Gallagher brothers, Noah and who?
Noel, you mean?
Noel.
Liam.
Yeah.
Liam's the brother.
Well, it's nice to get corrected on that. Yes, you are correct. 1,
Like
2,
Noah?
3, 4, 5,
Noah.
6. You win 6-4. Boom.
Oh, sorry about that, JR.
No worries. Thanks, fellas.
Take
Take
care.
it easy, buddy. All right.
Joel.
Yeah. I didn't catch that myself, Steve. Boy, I'm losing it. Like, that would have been a good nitpick for me.
Was there a third Gallagher brother I didn't know about?
There was.
Played the triangle.
Yes,
Jimmy.
Noah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Good old Noah.
BJ, I know that you know the name of the kidnapped woman in the video game Donkey Kong.
I thought I did. Is it Princess Peach?
No, that's from Mario Brothers.
Oh, I'm not sure I know her name then.
Wow, I thought you would know this.
Yeah, I think I've forgotten if I did.
Pauline.
Oh, I had no idea.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, no idea.
Out of everyone, that's the only person I thought would maybe know that.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I remember, obviously the game came out when I was in my 20s, but I still don't remember her name. Wow.
Well, now you know it, and you can forget it later.
I probably will.
What was the name? I totally missed it.
Pauline.
Pauline.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a name that really isn't one you're going to remember, I think. I mean, that's the problem. It's like, it's just a regular name. Princess Peach is memorable.
Yeah. In 18...
Well, which one do you think's hotter, Princess Peach or Pauline?
Well, if you're just looking at their sprites, I'd have to say Princess Peach. She was more put together as the days go along.
Yeah.
Pauline had like a Jessica Rabbit look going on.
They changed her up. I didn't realize they updated Pauline. She's hot.
Okay.
I mean, for a video game character.
Of course. Like, if we were living in a video game world, it was 8-Bit Rev.
Hell yeah.
Who's 8-Bit Rev going to want to hang out with?
Pauline, baby. In 1869, in which state was the Transcontinental Railroad completed? Does anybody know this?
I would say it would be Washington.
No.
Oh, all right, then I don't know.
No, it wasn't
Somewhere in
California.
the Midwest, right?
Texas.
Like
no.
Kansas?
No.
New York?
No.
Oh,
no.
transcontinental.
Wow.
I was thinking
They probably came from
intercontinental.
both sides.
They went from
and met in
both
the middle.
sides and they met in the middle.
St.
I'm an
Louis. Chicago.
No.
Georgia.
No.
Because I've seen people do that in the bathrms.
Good call.
Did anybody say Illinois at all?
Well, Danny said Chicago, which isn't the state, but no, it's not that one. It's Utah.
Utah.
Utah's where it came
Utah
together?
is where they laid the golden spike to commemorate the finale of that.
Damn, I did not know. I bet it's on Hell on Wheels, and I missed it.
It might have been, yeah, actually. And then how many different shapes of 4 connected blocks are there in Tetris?
You got the long one. You got the box.
Yeah, the long one, the box.
The weird, like, L.
There's 2 L's. There's a left L and a right L.
That's true.
So there's 4.
And there's no...
There's the T.
the T.
And the block.
We already said the block.
Okay.
The Z.
Oh, the Z?
There's one that's, a little Z one.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, that weird Z shape.
And there is one more that I can't remember right now because there is 7 total.
Is it
Okay.
Is it reverse Z?
Maybe
there's
they have 2 Z's. They have 2 Z's, exactly.
I guess one's like an S and the other one's like a Z.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was trying to remember that last one, but yeah. So there's 2 of the L's, 2 of the Z's, and then 3 of the others. There's
7 of them.
7 total. So it's
Nice.
another
The
little
Z and S one, man, I would always get so pissed when I got those because they just didn't fit in anything.
Yeah, usually you'd have to now figure out something else, and you could never get that good Tetris with those stupid things.
I could.
Oh, look at you, fancy.
That was the only, I wasn't really a gamer growing up. I didn't play the Call of Duties or but Tetris was
is
my
the best.
jam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Probably at least, if not top 5 for me.
I would definitely put top 5.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
top 3 for sure.
I really do love Tetris, so it's a good old classic game on that. And there are 7 of those, so that's another tidbit of information you can forget later on. And congratulations, Steve, you still won.
Thank you.
Good job, Steve. Yesterday, David Chase was on the WTF show, the Mark Maron podcast, and you're like, who the hell's David Chase? If you don't remember.
Sopranos guy.
That's exactly who he is. You're absolutely right. And I just found out about this maybe a couple days ago because I saw a commercial for it. There's a Sopranos sequel. And it's called The Many Saints of Newark, and it features an Antonio Soprano, which I do believe is a young Tony.
Yes, this is a prequel, yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be in theaters and on HBO Max on Friday, October 1st. And so, of course, David Chase is running around doing interviews, so he's interviewing with Mark Maron. During the interview, David explained why Don't Stop Believin' was picked for the Sopranos finale, why that song was in that finale.
In pre-production, there was going to be a song at the end.
Yeah.
He was going to play with the jukebox. I was in the scout van with all the department heads, production design. We're looking for locations. And I never had done this before. I said, listen, I'm going to talk about 3 songs that I want, thinking about for ending the show. And they were like, he's asking us. One of them was Al Green. What the hell's the name of that song?
Love and Happiness?
Love and Happiness.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
The second one I don't remember, and the Journey song, Don't Stop Believing. They went, oh, Jesus, no, don't do that. And I said, well, I guess that's it. That's the one. I wasn't saying that because just to throw it in their face.
Yeah.
I just thought that was kind of my favorite. And I just thought it got a reaction of some kind. So I can make this song lovable.
Right.
Which it was.
Sure.
It had been.
How about that? So it was kind of a troll. And is that really what you think
awesome.
about it?
I love that.
Wow.
What was the other song, Love and Happiness? I can't picture that being the song.
Do you have that anywhere? Just so I can't picture that song by Al Green in my head.
Like Love and Happiness.
Here's the thing. He thought he was going to be trolling them with that. Instead, he really trolled us all with the ending of The Sopranos.
Are you excited at all about this Sopranos prequel?
It's tough because it's a new actor. I'm excited.
It's his son, isn't it?
What, really? The actor is a Gandolfini?
Uh-huh. I believe that's his son.
That's playing him?
Yes.
That's pretty
I
cool.
didn't know
Michael
that.
Gandolfini.
All right, that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me more excited, Vicky. Thank you for telling me that because I didn't realize that. Well, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I will watch it. I like The Sopranos, and so I will watch it, especially since I have HBO Max. I can watch it for free at my house.
Because there's part of me that wants to go back and watch The Sopranos from beginning to end again. Because I never watched the entire series. Like, I've watched a lot of episodes, but not the entire show.
I think 3 seasons is probably all you need, Steve. I mean, it started tapering off. It really, maybe the 4th season, but really, that's about as much as it was.
How many seasons did they have?
I think they had 5.
7? Oh, it was 5? Okay.
5 or 6, I can't remember. Somebody can find out.
That's a lot. Now part of me is though thinking, watch the prequel and then go boom right into the show.
Well, that's you know what, you're Breaking Bad. I mean, you watched the ending and really loved it so much you went. And in that show, basically future future flashes were kind of a part of it anyway. So you really weren't off watching the last episode.
It was the greatest flash forward ever, but it also spoiled a lot of their cliffhangers because a lot of the cliffhangers were like, will Jesse survive, or will Walter White survive? And when you already know how the show ends, okay, they are, at least,
Yeah, that's kind of the problem a little bit with Better Call Saul, except that they have a lot of new characters, so you don't know how they're going to end up, but Saul's going to be okay.
But this would set the stage for the Sopranos show. It's a prequel, so part of me is like, well, that'd be kind of fun. Like if we really enjoyed the prequel, then let's just go boom right into it, because I don't think my wife's ever watched the Sopranos.
Oh, I don't know. She'll go for it.
I think she would.
I never got to watch it because I think I was too young when it came out. Is it bloody? Is it pretty violent?
I mean, there's moments, but not like gratuitous craziness.
I'm trying to remember, to be honest, Vicky, because it came out in '99, I think. Mm-hmm. So, for its time, it was shocking in a lot of ways. But here we are, 20 some odd years later. Maybe it's not as graphic as I remember. Really thought there was some graphic moments in this, but I could be wrong.
But not all the time.
There's nudity, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's why you
went to the bada bing.
Yeah, and your wife's okay with that?
Nudity? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's some guys don't want to sit there and watch nudity with their wives a whole lot. You never know.
I mean, there's a lot of shows we watch where it's just like, boom, sex scene. And we're like, well, okay, we just nothing. Like, okay, we're watching a sex scene. It's not a big deal.
All right. Well, then you should be fine. Maybe it'll be fine.
Well, I don't know if I'll ever get to it, but if I do, I'll let you know. I do want to see the prequel, though. I think the prequel will be pretty. And I love prequels because that means you really don't need to know much about the show, so my wife could watch that with me.
Yeah. Oh, good call. That's a very good call. Rev, do we have it? Do we ever find Al Green?
Yeah, you want Loves and Happiness?
Yeah, let's see how that would have sounded as the final episode for.
Oh, baby.
Oh, wow.
Love and happiness. Oh, yeah.
This actually feels like it would make more sense in a weird way. Like if this is, but the Journey song makes so much more sense because it is so unexpected.
Yes. Yeah, this I don't think would have been as powerful in my mind. But then again, that's because I'm used to the Journey song in that moment, so I don't know.
And you got to imagine if you're Journey, you're like, man, I'm so glad they went with ours, because I got to imagine they made so much money from the exposure and the amount of people that fell back in love with the song.
Isn't that when they started touring with the young dude again? Wasn't that because of, I can't remember when they got the replacement for Steve Perry. Wasn't that around after? Didn't that happen after that Sopranos episode?
I'm no Journey historian, unfortunately, so I'm not positive.
I feel like the resurgence to the point that they got that young dude that sounded so much like Steve Perry. It was great.
Oh, so it says, we're watching the series right now. There's like 1 to 2 realistic violent scenes per episode.
Oops.
Oh, realistic too.
Whoa, boy. Yeah, but Vicky, it's not horror. It's not like scary horror.
Yeah, it's just a good old-fashioned mob hit.
No, I was just curious because I know your wife doesn't really like violence, but I would totally watch this.
Yeah, because you watch The Boys,
and
so
Gotham.
I feel like, yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, The Boys, I think, is a little bit more graphic than Gotham, but
like The Sopranos, like when I watch Gotham, that's what I imagined Sopranos to be, even though I've never seen it, just with Batman or Batman villains.
All right,
I don't know if that's
enough.
true, but that's just how I felt.
A little more graphic, but same vibe anyway.
Mob Man.
Mob Man.
All right, it is time for listeners on the loose. This is your opportunity to pick the topic. Your opportunity to guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got your calls. We got your texts. We'll take those at 9:18 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose, brought to you by Spartan Plumbing. And do remember, when you get through, make sure you follow Steve's rule.
Let's show some energy and bring it, BJ. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Brad in Whidbey Island, you are on The Rock.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Brad, welcome to the show. What you got for us, buddy?
Okay, so the Nugget debate earlier in the show,
Yes.
my parents owned a couple KFCs when we were young, and I grew up 70s, 80s, 90s, where the food was money. And that popcorn chicken that they came up with in the early 90s, in my opinion, was the best type of nugget you could ever get. Popeyes, I believe, they do the same type of nugget, but they're just bigger pieces, and they're pretty money. I think they're pretty delicious.
I think you get the Popeyes to try their chicken nuggets.
You do. You really do.
How about this, though? The guy, he basically got to, he two restaurants that were two KFCs his parents owned, and you said, so the money, how often did you get to go treat yourself, or did they use that, hey, you're eating our profits here, kid?
Oh, no, we were straight up employees. I started at 5 years old running the cash register. My mom paid me 25 cents an hour.
Wow, those were the days.
True story, guys. I got a picture. I can send it to you guys.
Wow, that's
my
awesome.
little brother and me in uniforms, and crazy.
I would love to see that.
Law in the book. I guarantee it.
I would love to see that picture, but man, so you got paid 25 cents an hour, and you got food? Did you get food?
Oh yeah, we got to eat whatever we wanted. We made coleslaw, we made mashed potatoes, we made everything, man. It was pretty unbelievable. Yeah.
So did they pay you by check, or just give you a roll of quarters?
No, we didn't even see her money. She just put it in the bank and saved it. And by the time, I was 5 at that time. By the time I got to high school, sophomore, I brought a brand new car, and that was
wow.
That was because of my mom. I mean, she was the meanest and best boss I think I ever had.
That's awesome. Oh, that's fantastic, man. That is fantastic. Love that. Man, so I mean, you know what? In case you missed it, Chick-fil-A was voted the #1 nugget according to Uprocks, as they asked a bunch of people. And number 2 was the Wendy's Spicy, and then number 3 was McDonald's Chicken McNuggets. But you know what? KFC's popcorn, their popcorn chicken nuggets were in there. They're in the top 10.
All of them. Just need to eat them all. Speaking of food, someone just wanted to text in and let us know that the cornbread cookie at Crumble is amazing, in my opinion, better than the churro cookie.
Whoa,
that's a hot take.
Wow. I love cornbread.
Well, yeah, someday I'll get down there and do it.
Just do it now. Get in your car and drive to Covington.
Yeah, you got a car.
It's go time.
What are you doing today? Go.
I got a field trip with Steve. Where we were going to have some Karma Indian, and then maybe for dessert we'll go to Crumble Cookie.
We'll go to Crumble Cookie, and then for after dessert meal we'll go to Out and About Burgers.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
yeah, and then we get some Honto's teriyaki just for a treat.
Good call.
And then I'm going to go to the ER.
Yes. But it'll be the best day ever.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Kenny in Gig Harbor, you are on the Rock.
Good morning, guys.
Hey. Good morning, Kenny. What you got for us, buddy?
Hey, first of all, BJ, I'm your age.
Oh, congratulations, Kenny.
Yeah, I made it this far, too. I grew up in Tacoma. And this is a story that you guys were talking memorable moments earlier.
All right.
My mom in 1965 worked in Tacoma at a little restaurant, and the Globe Trotters showed up there to eat.
Oh.
And she must have done. Oh yeah, she did a well enough job. They gave her tickets. So I'm not. I was 5 years old. This is 1965.
Yeah.
And so the next day or whenever we went to the game, were on the floor, tickets underneath one of the baskets. And I remember my sister was really sick. So my mom was dealing with her. We're watching the game. The guys are looking over. And I'm not sure if they felt pity for my mom or I just looked goofy enough. But they came up, Medlark Lemon, Curly O'Neill was on the court. Medlark
These are like
Lemon,
the legendary
Marquise
Globetrotters.
Johnson. Oh, man, dude, it was awesome. Anyways, they may have felt pity for Mom because Medlark came up, took me, how they bring the kid on the court and do the little routine. I was that boy.
What? Whoa. Yeah,
never forget it.
Oh, were they taking pity on Mom, or were they maybe flirting with Mom?
Mom was a looker.
They were flirting with Mom. I bet they picked the attractive lady that has a kid and be like, yo, this is the way to make her impressed by us. We play with our kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Dad might have been there, and he was a Marine, so I don't know. But
oh, yeah, never mind.
It could be an innocent flirtation.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it could. I just couldn't figure out why they were eating in Tacoma the night they gave Mom the tickets.
Maybe there was a good restaurant they heard about.
Friend or a family maybe in the area. You never know.
Well, it was Sicani's owned Italian, so I don't know if maybe there was money on it.
Italian's great food. I'll tell you that right now.
Those are like the iconic Globetrotters. Like, obviously they continue to go on, but those were the ones that seemed to kind of put the Globetrotters. They were like the face of the organization for the longest time.
You're right, Steve. That was the perfect time to see them.
Yep.
In those heyday years with Meadowlark and Curly. You're absolutely right. Those were the Globetrotters in my mind.
Somebody want to know, do you need cable to watch Root Sports? I think because someone's getting very excited about the Kraken are going to be on Root Sports, and the preseason game is this Sunday. They don't have their own streaming service, but apparently they just partnered with Fubo TV, which they also do the Mariners and the Sounders. So if you have the FUBO TV app, which is a subscription-based, I know, FUBO.
Yeah. That's an interesting
I don't like
name.
body odor either.
Yeah, don't know about the Fubo. Okay, well, that's their name.
But apparently that's the app where you can be able to watch Kraken games locally.
Okay, so get that app. It's a subscription-based service, but then you can also watch Mariners games, you said, too, as well on that app,
watch them inch their way closer to the playoff spot.
Yeah, you're still on that bandwagon. You're still on that dream, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's yeah. Look, if they make it, that'll be a hell of a story. What a miracle story. I think it's like 12 games left in the season, 12, 13 or so. I mean, what a miracle story that would be if the Mariners actually made the playoffs and then won the wild card. I mean, it would be...
you're giving me goosebumps, BJ.
Dude, you know how many teams have to basically just die? I mean, they really... they all just have to lose every game. I mean, pretty much. It's just got to be a massive meltdown of the Red Sox, Athletics, Yankees, Blue Jays. I mean, one of those teams can make it, but then the other ones, all the rest of them...
Well, at least we've got destiny in our hands with the A's, at least, right now.
We've got destiny. Yeah, you're right.
You don't sound like you believe.
We needed to sweep the Red Sox last week. I
don't disagree, but you know what? We can't change the past. We can only fix the future.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good luck with that, toolbox. Yeah.
Speaking of Root Sports, someone said, "Hey, I met John Forsland at the Kraken Community Iceplex when they were doing the Kraken jersey sales. He was hanging in line, just talking to all of us fans. What an awesome dude! I'm so stoked that he's our play-by-play guy."
Yeah, our TV play-by-clay. Yeah. Hey, if you got some clay, he'll play.
And speaking of John, he'll be joining us on Friday morning at 7:45 to chat about the Kraken, about his experience at the Community Iceplex, meeting people, meeting the fans during the jersey sale. Definitely, he's quickly become a fan favorite, which is really
Has he been practicing?
I don't know.
Practicing saying, "Saved" by Steve Miggs. I mean, has he been working on that? He's got to get your name right.
I think he's been working on another one, squeaked by Steve Miggs.
Oh, that's what it is. All right. Yeah, that's the one he's got to work on.
Just like his farts, they continue to squeak by. Nice, Steve Miggs.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to hear John Forsland say that. I feel like that probably won't happen. But so we'll have him on Friday.
Yes.
Very, very cool. The first preseason game for the Kraken. Talk about a great sports Sunday. You watch the Hawks, hopefully get back in the W column again.
Yes.
And then, then you watch all the preseason festivities and hopefully we'll see Steve as they do a little featurette on all the backup goalies competing. And then you watch the preseason game with the Kraken and the Canucks, all on Sunday afternoon, all in a row like that.
Live from Spokane. They're going to be playing that game at the Spokane Arena. And then the next games will be Everett and also Kent. They'll be doing those games until the big home opener at the end of October.
That's really cool that they're going all over the place.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's really, especially Everett and Kent, where of course that's where we've had great hockey. That's all we've got to have. But showcased very well by obviously the Silvertips and by the T-Birds.
Yeah.
So I like that they're going to those joints.
And massive shout out to the Kraken Community Iceplex. First time going there last night for the backup goalie tryouts, emergency backup goalie tryouts, and that was top of the line facility. It's very cool how they have it all set up. 3 different ice rinks in there. That's also where the offices are for the Kraken staff, which is pretty sweet.
Can you go in and see anything because I'm going to be in that area on Wednesday and I feel like I want to go check it out. I'm going to be up at Northgate. Is there anything I can go check out?
Concessions and the team store.
Okay, fair enough.
They have a team store on the second level. And, if you want like a little mini personal-sized pizza, which looked delicious, I didn't get it, but it looked really good. They have
all right.
But then you can you can see what the ice looks like, which is sweet.
Yeah, that's very cool. I'm excited to go do that. Mm-hmm. Okay. This is nice.
And it's in the mall. it's basically in the same...
That's what's really cool. Yeah, that same footprint.
Yes. It's in it's part of the mall development, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, no, you did a good job.
All right, sweet.
It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got more of your calls and more of your texts at 9:33 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer, featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So I want to know, is anybody watching Clickbait on Netflix? It's a total mind F.
It is the next show on my list to watch with my wife. I just finished White Lotus on HBO, which was fantastic. Mm-hmm. And Clickbait's the next thing. Though I will tell you, Steve, we did watch the first episode of Manifest last night. I didn't tell her it was your recommendation.
Uh-huh.
And she liked it.
Yeah, it's about time you just let her know she's down with Steve.
Yeah, and of course she liked Money Heist, so I think you're starting to turn the corner with her a little bit.
Don't even get me going about Money Heist. I'm still having a tough time with the last episode.
I haven't seen. I'm not going to
spoil
way behind.
It. Don't worry, I won't spoil. But the first half of the final season just concluded.
Oh wow, and it wasn't good.
I mean, no, dude, it's amazing.
But I mean, it made you sad.
Well, I don't know. It didn't make me sad. It's a fictional show. That didn't hit me that way, But it was just like kind of a thing.
Yeah,
I don't know how to describe it.
There was a couple of moments in season 1 and season 2, obviously, where you go, "Oh man!"
I guess in the context of a television show making you sad, obviously not like a life thing making. Yes, it was one of those kind of moments.
Oh boy, I'm looking forward to it.
It's heavy.
Yeah. All right. And so, has anybody watched Clickbait at all on our show?
I have.
Oh, you have?
Well, one episode.
Oh, okay. So the texter really likes it. What does Stevie Tomatoes think?
1,000% agree. And we just haven't gotten around to watching more, but it's really good.
I'm very excited about this. So I've got some shows in the hopper because I ran out of shows to watch with my wife, and we zipped through White Lotus, which I almost want to recommend to you and your wife, Steve, but I don't know.
Well, get back to me when you're ready to recommend it to us.
I know. I want to. But I just don't. There are parts where I go, I don't know if this would be like, they would be like, I'm out. I really think it was a clever show, very, very well done. It's a murder mystery, but done in such a way where you really are like, well, okay. The idea is that you don't know who's being murdered.
See, here's the problem, though. I'll try, but your reputation is just as good as mine with your wife, with my wife. So anytime I'm like, hey, we should check the show out, she'll go, is it one of those shows that BJ recommended? Wow. Yeah. And I'm like, no, listener recommended this one. Yeah. And she's like, all right, I'm willing to give it a try then.
Yeah, that's why. See, but now I take that into account, Steve, because I know how your wife doesn't like a lot of my tastes. So that's why this is borderline. This is like, oh boy, I don't know. But imagine a murder mystery where normally in a murder mystery, you're trying to figure out who done it. In this one, you're trying to figure out who is going to get killed. And I thought that was really, really clever. And they do right at the beginning of the first episode, they let you know somebody's dead, but you don't know who it is. And that's what they take you on a journey till you finally figure out who actually died. And then, of course, you find out who done it as well. But the journey is so great, man. It is a well done show. But I don't know though. Your wife might go, he's weird. It's weird, and BJ's weird.
Well, that's already a given.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So anyway, White Lotus, HBO.
This Texas review of Clickbait is great. Clickbait is garbage. It could be on the C-Dub if it wasn't so gritty.
Oh,
and it's funny how there's certain shows we watch like this is a total C-Dub show.
Oh, is Clickbait got a lot of C-Dub vibe? Because we have a hard time with the C-Dub vibe, I think.
I didn't get that vibe yet,
okay.
But I also am only like an episode in. So
yeah, we dropped Kung Fu for that reason, the new Kung Fu on C-Dub. It just was too C-Dub. You know, it's like, really, we're here for the wisdom and for the kicking, and all we're getting is a lot of drama.
It's high school drama.
Yeah.
So I want to say thanks for the recommendation for Untold Crimes and Penalties. That was so good. Has anyone watched that documentary yet?
Not yet.
You got to see it.
Yeah, I got to be in a documentary mood.
D. Ted Smith followed my recommendation, and he loved it. He was obsessed with it after seeing it.
I want to poll the show. What do you think is going to happen first? Will I watch Steve's documentary, or will he watch my documentary, the Bob Ross one, first? Who will break first? Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's a tough one to pick.
That's harsh. I don't see you wanting to watch that Bob Ross one.
Yeah.
I do want to see it, though. That's the funny part. It's just so many other things I'd rather see.
That's where I'm at with that's where I am with it. Because you kind of told me the story of the documentary about the Trashers that I feel like I kind of know it.
But you got to witness it. And you got to hear their stories.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. But I don't feel like I want to do it right now.
Fine.
Maybe another time.
Vicky can watch.
I'm going to vote that neither of you are going to watch each other's
standstill.
stuff. It's going to be a standstill.
Yeah,
I just have a feeling.
Yeah, neither one of you seems that interested enough to like actually spend time to watch.
There'll be excuses for years.
And Steve and I have this, I think, have an unspoken agreement right now. Like, dude, you can't watch it. You're going to put pressure on me to watch the other one. So I think like we'll both sort of agree.
Oh, now I'm going to watch it just to troll you.
Don't you do that. Don't you do it. Because I don't want to have the pressure to watch it.
I was going to say, I feel like BJ's just going to come up with a lot of excuses because there's a lot of shows that are going to be coming out soon. Like one, I think BJ's excited about that. I don't know if you know it came out. Why the Last Man on FX on Hulu?
I do know about it, Vicky. That's one I said I'm going to watch with Sarah. So we're waiting on it.
It's from a DC comic that BJ read, I believe.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. Basically, and I don't think I'm spoiling anything because it's the premise of the show. Pretty much every man on the planet dies, and nobody knows why. Something kills every man on the planet, and there are only women left, except for one dude.
Superman.
He's the last man. No, it's not Superman. Not Superman.
It's not in the main DC universe. No. It's just an offshoot sort of thing, Steve.
Vicky, I'm really stoked. It's coming up soon for Foundation, which is on Apple TV Plus, based on the Isaac Asimov novel, which I loved so many years ago, and I never thought they'd ever be able to make it into a series, and they did. And it looks amazing.
What was the name of that show again, Steve?
Isaac Asimov.
Yeah, good old Isaac Asimov. That's it. Yeah, he's a very famous science fiction writer, Steve. I know you don't know him, but he's very famous.
Yeah. I remember his adult films, and those were pretty good.
Oh yeah, Isaac Asimov. Yeah, get some more Isaac. Get some more
that was Seymour Butts. My bad. Sorry.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
got the two confused.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we are in the season of new shows that are starting to come out. I mean, so we got Clickbait. People are loving. That's it, though. That's all we got, Steve.
Well, somebody wanted to speak of TV show. Someone said, is there a TV show that you guys have that's a go-to for when you are having a crappy day and you need a pick-me-up? For me, Impractical Jokers. That show always puts me in a better mood.
Oh, okay.
Recently for me, and because we've got a smart TV that just has that weird cable that just is like all sorts of just random things.
Tubi?
No, it's not even Tubi. It's just like
Pluto?
No, but it has those channels. But it literally just has it'll have just like a Wipeout channel or like an old school like action movie channel. But they'll run. It's almost a channel dedicated to Pawn Stars. Oh, yeah. And so I've been going back and just watching Pawn Stars. If I've got like a half hour I just want to waste some time with, and they're so stupid and so dramatic and so dumb, but they're still interesting to see kind of the fun stuff that they'll find or plant inside of those storage units.
Yeah, I was going to say, and so scripted.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And that's why I love it so much. It used to be on True TV, which is never true. Like none of their shows are true at all.
In parentheses, it said not so true in that TV.
Are you talking Storage Wars or Pawn Stars?
Sorry, I meant Storage Wars. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's it. Oh, yeah, Storage Wars is,
For me, it's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Oh,
Anytime
Triple D. Good
I
call,
watch
Danny.
that, it makes me in the best mood and ready to eat.
Dude, we'll watch, which is maybe not the best time to watch it, but if we ever watch TV in bed, we know we're going to fall asleep relatively soon. Like, we rarely do that.
Yeah.
It's either Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Instant, like, because it's just brainless fun.
Yes.
Or Man versus Food.
Oh, so good.
nice, yeah.
Oh, good
The
call.
Casey episodes.
Casey,
Underrated host.
I follow him on Instagram, and he liked my thing when I asked him if there are new episodes coming soon.
You need to stop sending in pictures of your thing through DM.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, did he like your thing, or was he just
liked my
scared that
thing.
you send
Yeah,
more
it
of
was
your
great.
things? Yeah.
Yeah, Food Network shows, I think, are the ultimate. Like, right now, for us, just when we need some brainless fun, we're watching Buddy versus Duff, season 3.
Oh, see, it's already on season 3. Wow, I haven't even watched season 2 yet.
Yeah, season 3 is not as good as season 1 or 2, I'll be honest with you, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we kind of, be honest, we're done with season 1 and we don't want to, we're finding it hard to even get to season 2.
Yeah, at some point you grow tired. It's every episode's the same.
Yeah, Hoboken style.
And for some reason, this season, Buddy seems a little bit more at peace at sucking, or not sucking, but losing.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, now we lose like the bitter guy. Like, it used to be like he'd get all pissed off. Now he's like being humble and nice.
I was going to say, isn't this third season? I think they promoted it as it being like, oh, Buddy almost like died, and Duff had a kid.
Yes.
So it's like very like, oh, kind of like coming back to our roots.
And everything's done virtually too. So like they're based in their home location. Dustin, like they're all in their home locations, and then the judges are like on like a Zoom screen. And it's like, how are you judging these cakes and you don't even get to eat them?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Well, that's COVID for you.
Yeah. That's a good. But yeah, the Food Network shows are always the way to go. That are home remodel shows for us.
Can we predict Vicky's
home remodel shows?
No.
I know the ones that things that. No, I think it might be Friends.
Funny
it's gotta be
enough,
Friends, right?
Hasn't been for a while.
It's probably. How about Big Mouth? One of those shows that put you in a good mood.
It's one of those. Right now, I've gone back to Archer. I've rewatched it in the last couple weeks. I want to say 2 or 3 times. The entire thing. There's like 11 seasons.
You
I just
can
have it in the
multi-screen
background.
that. You can multi-screen that show. Yeah, you can background that show because the great lines are the great lines.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many good lines in Archer. I can see that. Yeah, good call.
I've seen it so many times. It's almost like listening to a podcast. I can just imagine it in my head. Like I don't even have to watch it. I just listen.
It's funny. I don't turn to the TV to get in a good mood because whatever the Facebook video part of it is, I guess
watch.
The watch knows what I like now, and so man, they'll show me something from the IT crowd or something from Funny or Die, and that actually, because they're short. The shorts that they give me, and they end up giving me some fun. And I love the IT crowd. So I haven't seen it in a long time. So to be able to go back and see some of those short episodes that they do on Facebook Watch that'll put me in a good mood. That always makes me smile.
One texter says, for me, it's Judge Judy. That bitch cracks me up. I get baked and I put it on and get lost forever.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, yeah.
She seems so angry all the time, though, man.
By the way, let me save you some time because they've got a new show that's Judge Judy-like, but it's about money starring Kevin O'Leary called Money Court. And basically they're trying to, capitalize on his Shark Tank fame.
Yep.
And we were done. We watched one episode and we're just like, because it's just like the People's Court where 2 people are fighting over money and then Kevin makes the final decision as he's the judge. But yeah, Kevin's not the greatest actor. I hate to say it. He tries, but it's just like, you know what, Kevin, you're go back on the couch and go say, your idea is poo-poo. Just go back and do that. Yeah. So, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Money Court. Sorry, peoples. Yeah.
I never even heard of it, so it's good to know.
Well, see that. Well, I want to save you that trouble, Steve.
We got someone who's watched both documentaries, both the Bob Ross one and the Trashers one.
Nice.
They said no vested interest in either. Trashers documentary, much better than Bob Ross.
I would say so. Just from the way you described it, Steve, the subject matter's more exciting. It's much more salacious. The Bob Ross, documentary. I mean, think about it. Bob Ross is like, "Hi, everybody. It's a happy little tree." That documentary has that pace to it.
Yeah.
It's still got some sadness to it, but I would agree with the texter not even having seen the Trashers documentary. So, all right. Well, I'm still not watching it yet.
Fair.
Nice try. It is Listeners on the Loose, but now it is time to answer one of life's biggest questions. And that is, what do Ryan Castle and your cell phone have in common? I want to tell you at 9:51 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and your cell phone have in common?
Something covered in bacteria.
You know, I feel like that's probably going to be a theme.
Also has a lot of porn in it.
Yeah.
This text says Steve unlocks both with his finger. Not anymore, man. Facial recognition, baby.
That's right.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Both vibrate in Steve's pocket.
Yeah.
And both are dirty and need to be wiped.
See? I knew it.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, there we go. Wow. Everything's happening over here.
The machines are falling apart.
Damn.
I thought I was going to have to beat Migs there for a second.
I was ready to go. It triggered me.
Well, we got a new study. It turns out that people check their phones 96 times a day. That is almost a flip side of something really nice. That's about every 10 minutes while you're awake. And that's up from 20% in a similar poll that was done back in 2017. So, now, half of Americans go, you know what, Mo? My smartphone helps me achieve more work-life balance, not less. Does anybody believe that?
I'd like to think that, but no. But baby, I can leave work early and check my emails at home.
Yeah, no.
Right, exactly.
No. Ryan Castle, talk about balance. This guy's balancing out your day with a great 12-pack, okay? And he's coming up next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
What is a moment in your life that you'll always remember?
Getting proposed to.
I thought you were going to talk about the family bathroom at the Mariners game.
I mean, that too.
Okay,
and at the Metallica concert.
No, that's enough. Thank
and when
you.
we were hiking. I mean, I could go on and on with that.
Yeah, but you brought with the right answer. Especially with your father in the room.
Well, I guess she's never going to go hiking with you now. I didn't know that was going on.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I file for bankruptcy, do I have to appear in court? That makes me nervous.
Going to court is never something that's easy to do. However, when you file bankruptcy, you usually only have to attend one hearing at the courthouse. Of course, I'll be there with you. And when you go to court, it's not before the judge. It's actually with the trustee or the trustee's attorney. One of the things that's critical in a bankruptcy is that you give your attorney and the court all of your information. You list all of your assets and all of your creditors. That's what we're trading for your discharge, is your true and honest disclosure of your assets and liabilities. And so the court hearing is just usually about a 5-minute deal where you show up and reaffirm and swear that all the information you've given the court and your attorney is correct.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the smart Whirlpool top-load washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.